Welcome to stage 2 of the Rallye du Maroc. This is what happened today in the bikes. There was another retirement in Rallye GP today as Skylar Howes ground to a halt at kilometre 103. A crash damaged the American's Honda to the point where he couldn't continue. His last finish at this event was in 2022 when he claimed overall victory.
Had a bit of a bike issue which caused a significant crash here, and then now the bike's not running, so unfortunately that's the end of my race. It's how rally goes sometimes, and this is now 3 years that I won't finish the Morocco rally, which is a shame. Super bummed out, but happy to be okay and we can get back to work for Dakar.
It's pretty remarkable to see Adrian van Beveren riding here in Morocco only a few weeks after a nasty crash in Portugal. The Frenchman suffered broken ribs and shoulder injuries, but after intensive therapy, he got the green light to ride this week. He is struggling with stiffness, but gradually improving. 4th place today for the man who describes himself as a rally raid addict. Daniel Sanders was cruising along nicely for the first 180k, but he struggled late on due to high temperatures and poor visibility. At one point, the Aussie smashed his chest and throat into the roadbook tower, but he still came 3rd, and he won't have to open tomorrow.
It's always good when you don't have to focus on, the navigation and always checking, double checking, making sure you're on the right track all the time. When you've got 2 lines in front that are confirming your quick read, it's just going to let me commit to the throttle a little bit more and push those lines. So, yeah, we'll see what they can do tomorrow out front, and I'm happy to be starting 3rd, and let's see if we can catch them.
Ricky Brabeck had a much better day than yesterday, improving a few things on the bike and simply having more fun. With Luciano Benavides now out of the picture, Ricky and Tosha Sharina are in a big battle to finish 2nd in the World Rally Raid Championship, having started the week level on points. The American lost a few minutes to his teammate today, but he's still in the fight. Sharina also made some upgrades to his bike settings overnight, and his reward came in the shape of the Stage 2 victory. The Spaniard said it was rough out there, and the poor visibility made it hard to follow Sanders' lines, but in the end he gained almost 4 minutes on the new world champion and almost snatched the overall lead.
We took finally the victory, 1st and 2nd for the team, so that's so good. We are in a battle with Daniel and Ricky, with Ricky for the 2nd place, so that's so good. Tomorrow we open the stage, so maybe we will lose a little bit time. I will try to lead all the day and take that bonus, so we will see.
Bigger gaps opening up on a high-speed stage. Nacho Corneja was the best placed of the hero riders in 5th, around 30 seconds ahead of his teammate Ross Branch. Sanders is still on top overall, but the gap to Sharina has been slashed to just 43 seconds, with Brabeck at 4 minutes 15. Michael Doherty's one of the fastest guys out there when it comes to the sand, and he was happy today to take a spin in the dunes. The South African did make one big mistake in the first 100 kilometres, but with the Rally 2 leader Edgar Canet struggling in the heat and not wanting to take major risks, Doherty won the stage to close the gap overall.
The stage was really fun. It had a lot of different kind of terrain, different kind of speed zones, and of course we had some dunes, so that made me quite happy. Navigation was on point after that one mistake, but yeah, happy with the way that they went, and yeah, just looking forward to the next stage, and let's hope we have more dunes.
Doherty leading in Konrad Dubrovsky and Tobias Ebster with Canet in fourth. Niels Terek rounded out the top 5 on his factory Covey. Canet is still in control overall though, leading Doherty by a shade over 5 minutes. Thomas Zoldos took the day's victory in Rally 3. The Frenchman was trailing the overnight leader, Noah Sankt, at the final checkpoint, but the latter melted his bib noose and missed several waypoints, which led to heavy penalties. Zoldos taking full advantage, he now leads the class by almost an hour and a half. Sankt incurring an hour and 15 minutes worth of penalties, but he remains second overall, ahead of Mauricio Cueva. The rally has set up shop in Erfoud on the edge of the Sahara Desert. It is known as Morocco's capital of dates and will even host a date festival at the end of this month. There's a date for your diaries. This is stage 2 of the Rally du Maroc. Strap yourselves in for the ultimate class. Ford M Sport have taken control of the rally. Nani Roma is your new overall leader.
It was good, not easy. I expect less sun and less dunes. I expect more track, but just from the beginning we had a lot of camel grass, a lot of small dunettes, a lot of wets, The beginning it was a little bit tricky, to be honest. We tried to not make mistakes, to keep calm, to be all focused all the way. In the dunes also it's not easy when the light is in the top. But yeah, the car it's really fantastic. We feel well. We feel really relaxed and yeah, happy to be here and happy to leading the rally. Yeah, good. No, super good. Super good. Fantastic.
When it comes to the fight for overall victory, João Ferreira is also very much in the thick of it. The Portuguese driver is just trying to keep his head down and stay out of trouble, and that conservative approach is paying dividends. He sits third overall. Mattia Serradori is also performing nicely in the new CR7, saying he can feel the improved speed and traction with the upgraded chassis. He and Loic Menaudier still need to figure out the suspension settings, but they're running in 6th overall. It was a day of differential drama for the Toyota Gazoo Racing W2RC team. Seth Quintero was going great guns at the start, topping the early timesheets, but when he got to the dunes he lost the rear diff through no fault of his own. That ended any hopes of taking the stage win.
I think today was our day, but now I think the rest of the days are our days. We're going to give it 110% and try to take as many points as possible, see what happens, and yeah, try to get to the finish.
But there was another rear diff failure with much bigger implications for the World Rally Raid Championship, that of Henk Latteken. The South African also started strong, but the rear diff gave up just before a dune section. There was no way to fix it, and you try getting a 2.5-ton car over big dunes with only front-wheel drive. Latteken losing a lot of time and potentially any hopes of becoming world champion.
Really painful because we knew we were just losing minutes and minutes and minutes. So in the end, we lost over an hour. So it puts us out the running for the race. So yeah, it's a bit of a sad day, but it is what it is.
Well, his loss was obviously his rival's gain, starting with teammate Lucas Morais. The Brazilian had a nice clean stage, setting off in 3rd and finishing in 3rd. Even if the pressure's really on, he didn't push like crazy, especially in the dunes where visibility was poor, but he is up to 2nd place now, both in the rally and the W2RC. We all expected Nasser Al-Attiyah to hit back after his troubles yesterday, and the Qatari didn't disappoint, storming to the stage win in his Dacia Sandrider. He quickly passed Yazid Al-Raji and several others, then stopped to help biker Ashwaria Pisse when she ran into trouble. A tough day, but he still beat Roma by a minute and a half, climbing to 7th overall. And Nasser knows that anything is still possible.
You can have a lot of surprise, you know. Yesterday we lose 12 minutes and today we win the stage and we come back again, but okay. It's still, the game is open and we try to do our best day by day.
Al-Attiyah originally beat Roma by just 18 seconds before getting some time back for his stop with Pisse, just under 5 minutes between the top 5 on the stage. Roma leads Moraes by 47 seconds, followed by Ferreira, Ekstrom and Loeb. Al-Attiyah is 10 minutes and 26 seconds off the pace.
This is a second chance.
Kevin Benavides, a two-time Dakar winner in the bikes, has started the next chapter of his career in the Challengers.
I decided to start on the bike because I had a big accident last year in 2024. I broke my radial nerve, my elbow, so I have a lot of surgeries. Right now it's much better, but I'm not able to be at 100%, you know. I think I took the right decision, and I think this new chapter on the force wheel also is something that I always hope on this, and I believe, I dream on this. Of course, I have a lot of experience on the desert, but I don't have experience on the car. I need to start step by step, so I am really excited to start this Rally du Maroc.
And start he did, but stage 1 didn't quite go as planned.
We hit one cut, so we broke a tire on the cars and also one arm on the front part of the car. We stayed there a lot of time trying to repair the car. So it was a really long day, but I never give up.
No indeed, and Benavides fans will be pleased to hear that Kevin had a much smoother day today, finishing 6th in the T3s. Second place on this second stage went to Abdulaziz Al-Kawari. The Qatari comes from a big rally family and he's competing for Al-Attiyah's team, Nasser Racing. He was actually trailing his teammate Khalifa Al-Attiyah for much of the stage, but Nasser's younger brother ran into trouble late on. And that handed the stage win to Puk Klaassen, who surged from 8th place at the halfway stage to finish first after doing a sensational job in the dunes. After some issues yesterday, she and Augusto Sanz just tried to keep it clean. It's a big moment for the Dutch-born South African, who thus claimed her very first victory in the W2RC.
I wasn't expecting the results, to be honest. Yeah, we put a lot of work this year into the car and the team's put a lot of work into everything. So yeah, it's really rewarding to finally have a little stage win.
Klaassen beating Al-Kawari by 1 minute and 9 seconds, with Pau Navarro, Charles Munster and Yasser Sayadan following them in. Sayadan still leads by 2 minutes and 11 seconds from Munster, Klaassen up to 5th. After 2 days of Portuguese power, the Can-Am factory team hit back with a vengeance in the SSVs, completing a 1-2-3 and putting all 4 of their cars in the top 5. Hedemaios Ferrioli came second and now leads the rally, the Argentine declaring that the Maverick R is made for the desert. Well, you couldn't argue with that today. Victory went to his teammate Chaleco Lopez, the 3-time Dakar winner, seeing off all comers over the sand and climbing back into overall contention.
Yeah, it's coming Can-Am. Yeah, for Farioli is first in overall. For me, first today. 3 days more here in Maroc. I pushing us the final kilometer, sure.
Helder Rodriguez was the only non-Can-Am factory driver in the top 5, sandwiched between the Americans Hunter Miller and Kyle Cheney. Ferrioli leads from Miller, with the W2RC leader Alexander Pinto slipping to 3rd.